Harry. Henry Thomas Betts he's called, but to us he's Hazza or Harry. And being the youngest one of three, he should be as happy as Larry. 18 years ago now, and looking a little
this will be a long time.
this cuddly little bundle in Manchester was born. Soon brought home to Valley Way, and before he could even say hello, he kept on putting on weight but didn't grow. He was a dumpy little fellow. Now this reminds me of a tale involving his sister Alice, when Harry had the upper hand, though it was done without malice. Alice built a little shop, which wasn't very wide. As she built it from within, was firmly locked inside. Her goods were on the counter, finely on display. Alice asked us all to join in, and for her goods to pay. But lurking out of sight of her was a chubby little robber. And this is a true story, you've got to believe me, Cobber. Harry eyed the goods from afar and quickly made his pick. You could see his little mind working as he planned the chocolate to nick. He ambled up to the counter unseen, his movements very slow. Grabbed the loot and off he went, as fast as his little legs would go. Alice screamed blue murder at this barefaced robbery, whilst Harry enjoyed the chocolate bar behind the shrubbery. Look at him now, I asked you, so tall, athletic and fit. I think they must have stood him feet first in a bucket of manure. We've had some good times together, as all the years did transpire, when his nan had a clever old thing in making me his Christmas attire. He was still a chubby little lad, but didn't he look cute, standing there in front of the house in his lovely snowman suit. He's always been spoilt by his sisters, and of them he's always been fond. And although they teased and tormented him, there's a truly wonderful bond. They teased him about his girlfriends, and over the years there's been many, but Harry has always stuck to his guns and has never admitted to any.
Until now.
He's well known for his faux pas, as all the family will tell. I wasn't going to mention him, but it's Harry, so what the hell.
I know what's coming.
There's one occasion I remember, and it involved Alice, I think. She said, Harry, you must have a shower, for you are beginning to stink. Harry wasn't at loss for words. He's always had something to say, and said, I really don't need one, because I had two of them yesterday. I think that's the way it transpired, in a manner to speak. Or was it even worse than that? And that he had 2 showers last week? He recently went camping, and this really was the tops. Given money to purchase food for the trip, he bought crisps and cocoa pops. Nevertheless, not a bit of nourishment there, if the truth I tell. But he survived the ordeal and came home fitting well. He visited us in Blighty. It was the summertime there. He thought he would have the time of his life and idle about without care. But we soon found the right job for him and had him cutting our grass. We weren't going to see him idle his time and sit about on his bottom. He made a splendid job of it though, and never once did complain. But Harry, we're now at our wits' end, as the lawn needs cutting again. At the bottom of the garden, all the peas were kept in the shed. And while the World Cup was in being, was constantly visited by Harry and Fred. We had to send out to replenish the stock, and had Fred and Harry to thank. There's a well-worn path down the garden, proof of all of the beer that they drank. But it was lovely to see them all, and though there were lots of teasing, having all of our grandchildren stay with us, we found it extremely pleasing. I don't think he's a budding chef though, but that's something he's yet to master. That's why he had to bring up Ellie, to ask her to cook the pasta.
Pasta.
He's fond of breakfast cereals, a fact I'd like to say, and if he had a preference, it would be golden nuggets all day. His nana bought some out for him, but he can do no wrong. But he soon brought over the milk with him, He couldn't wait too long. I remember another day at Noosa, outside the ice cream shop. Harry wasn't very pleased. Boy, did he ever stop. Whinge and whinge he went on. There wasn't any peace. All because he wanted his dad to take him on holiday to Greece. Then again at football, where you usually don't find harm, Harry was accepted this and proceeded to break his arm. But enough of these silly things about being a little bit dim. We're here today to celebrate and drink a toast to him. He made a trip to Cambodia with a load of his schoolmates. I can't remember exactly when, but I'm not very good at dates. The trip, I believe, was good for him. It was really one of the best, and the work he was involved in really put him to the test. The trip had to be self-funded, a task that wasn't so funny, but he got involved in many things in order to get enough money. Now, you've spent 18 years now with us, which is not so very long, and in both sets of grandparents' eyes, you really can do no wrong. Mangy and Tadke asked me to give their love to you. They're proud of your achievements and in everything you do. And it goes to say that Nana and I hold you in great esteem. So like your dad before you, you're the cat that got the cream. Yeah,
Only 14 pages to go.
Another hour. Your whole life is before you, before your very eyes. And we hope all the decisions you make will turn out to be wise. You won't always get it right, mate. Most of us seldom do. But with your family's guidance, I have really great hopes for you. In life, just do your best at all times, the very best that you can. Then I'm sure you'll sail through life, become a splendid young man. So let's drink a toast to Harry, but it's only once you're 18. Really, really enjoy the moment, if you know what I mean. You are our only grandson, and Nana thinks you're great. To the rest of us, you're just super, and we're proud to call you our mate. So now you've got your own ID, mate, and can go in many a joint.
He's lost it, hasn't he?
If you see old Gramps in there, it's your shout and mine's a pint.
Yay! Well done, Grant.